Om Shanti. The Avyak Murli date is 8/6/1971. The headline of this Avyak Murli is Three things are needed in life: nourishment, happiness, and treasures. Three things are essential in life. What are they? Whether in Laukik life or in Alaukik life, three things are essential for both lives. What are they? Firstly, you need nourishment. Secondly, happiness. And thirdly, the treasures. All these three things are essential. Nothing is possible without the treasures. Life is not a life without any happiness, and nourishment is also essential. So, these three things are essential here also. What would you call the nourishment? The happiness is the of attainment, but what is the nourishment and what are the treasures? The treasures are those knowledge, and the nourishment is the power with which the self is filled through remembrance. Nourishment is energy for life. Have you had all the three attainments, or are you still attaining them? You have also received the complete treasures, have you not? You have received the nourishment and you have the happiness anyway. You have received limitlessness. You have received limitless treasures, have you not? Acha, if you were to tell someone of the limitless treasures you have received, in that way, would you count them? If you tell others about them, tell them in such an easy way that all the treasures are easily included. Merge the ocean into the urn and show it to them. You tell them about treasures that you have by counting them off 1, 2, 3, etc. Here also you can tell others about all the treasures by counting up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the things of one are included together. There is only one Father and the one knowledge. So many points would be included if you were to speak of just one. When you speak of two, there are so many points of two. Speak of three and then also. There are so many points, so you can speak about the entire knowledge in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just as someone counts treasures on his fingers, in the same way you can speak about treasures of knowledge by counting up to 5. You can conduct a class on this, then see whether all the points are included in counting up to 5. You should churn in such a way that knowledge becomes easy, and the same knowledge also becomes entertaining. Speak about the entire knowledge by counting up to 5. This is also an easy method to speak of the treasures. Little children are also taught 1, 2, 3, etc. So speak of the entire knowledge in just counting up to 5. And the more you speak about and churn the treasures, there will definitely be that much more happiness. And by churning the treasures, you automatically reach the stage where you are totally lost in love. You then receive happiness and nourishment, and you also have the awareness of the treasures. If you have all the three things in your awareness, then this life is said to be the most elevated life. Can you achieve miracles by staying on the pilgrimage of remembrance? we have the attainment of the powers. Would you say that the attainment of the powers is a miracle? Those people practice many things and achieve miracles by occult power. Would you call this attainment a miracle? Would you call the power with which you perform tasks a miracle? You would not call that a miracle. You do not use the powers considering them to be a miracle, but you use the powers for a task considering it to be your duty. It is your duty to carry out the task. Because of this, you would not accept it as a miracle. Here it is not a question of miracles. You consider this to be practical task of Srimad. Those people have miracles, powers, whereas Srimad would enter your intellects. So there is a difference between Srimad and miracles. If you have attained the powers, it will be in your consciousness that you reached this stage through Srimad, that is, through these directions. You would not consider it to be a miracle but Srimad. You would not use the powers considering them to be a miracle. You will use the powers considering it to be your duty. You will definitely receive the powers. There will be no need to say anything through your lips. You will be able to carry out a task successfully through your thoughts. In the beginning, you had to speak a great deal through your lips in order to prove your tasks. For only then did you attain success. Now you are even able to carry out your duty by speaking less. Later, you will have this practice. Your thoughts will carry out a task. You will be able to call anyone through your thoughts. You will be able to inspire someone for a task through your thoughts. You have these powers also, but you have to use them considering it to be your duty. You received this attainment through following Srimad, just as you press a button and have an entire scene on a television. In the same way, you would have a thought here and the entire picture would be clearly drawn in the other person's intellect. You will have such a connection. You will have the attainment of all these powers. For this attainment, all other things have to be removed from the intellect, and you have to continue to follow the directions you have received through Srimad. Nothing else should be mixed with it. Wasteful thoughts are not Srimad, they are the dictates of your own mind. So, when you have such an intellect in which there is nothing but Srimad, you will then receive the powers. You are coming close, are you not? There is greater prize for the Shaktis. The Shaktis are prized in connection with the duties because the final completion in the corporeal form is carried out by the Shaktis. This is why there is a greater awareness of the duties and memorials of the Shaktis. Day by day, there will be less and less memorials and worship of the form of the deities, whilst the worship and price of the Shaktis will increase. It will be revealed whilst being prized in this way. Acha, Om Shanti.